What's up, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. I got a video for you guys. Another one in my not so perfect setting. Not even at my house, but I will be at my house very soon. In the next few hours? Yeah. Good enough. Um, anyway, I'm gonna do the reviews for the Chavez Jr. Um, what's the name? Zivik fight. Sometime probably tomorrow or Monday. And I'll do another review for Bryce Johnson, more than likely tomorrow or Monday as well. But pretty much, I'm gonna do a prediction for this fight. This one's gonna be Amir Khan versus Zab Judah. This one's a unification fight for the WBA and IBF light welterweight championships. Puts together the champions. IBF champion Zab Judah versus the WBA champion Amir Khan. Um, Coming into this fight, Zab Judah's coming off of a impressive knockout win in like 6 or 7 rounds against Kaiser Mabuza. March 5th of this year. Just recently won the title for that one, and Amir Khan is coming off a victory over Paul McCloskey on April the 16th of this year. Both were, I think, both were in decent bouts. Um, Zab Zab looked quite, he looked pretty good against Kaiser Mabuza. A lot of people chose against Zab in this specific fight. I myself chose against Zab, and to be honest, that left hook shot that kind of sent my boots to the hell was pretty much caught me off guard a little bit, but Zab is able to land the left hand counter quite well. On the other hand, for Amir Khan, a lot of boxing fans are not too impressed with that fight with Paul McCloskey. Um, some say if he had more power, he could have gotten beat up. This, that, or the other. If McCloskey, the fact that he's probably getting hit on with shots that he shouldn't have been hit with, this, that, and the other. But overall, I just thought it was a decent showing in that fight. I think when I did that review, I was drunk. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not drunk right now. I had a few. I had a few and a shot of Crown, so I'm all right to an extent. But anyway, let's get into this fight. Um, with this fight, what you have is pretty much in this fight, the winner of this fight is gonna win with execution. For both fighters, that is the key to this fight is execution. Zab Judah has good hand speed. He has good hand speed, power, has good skill, but people are going to question his heart, at the end of the day. Um, Especially pretty much due to his past in the sport, and past fights, question his heart. Um, Zab Judah, being the smaller fighter in this fight in order to win, what he wants is he wants Khan to get out of position. He wants to catch Khan from out of position. And pretty much movement does it for him. Zab did look a little more elusive in his last fight against Mabuza. He was a little more elusive, and he's been slowly becoming more elusive in his fights, becoming a little more slicker. And in this specific fight, he does want to be elusive, but he does want to catch Khan and counter Khan when he's out of position. Like I said, execution is the main key to this fight. Zab Judah can pretty much execute his shots because he does have the good hand speed. Has the power to knock out Khan if he wants to. If he's looking for the knockout, he has the power to do so. But the power is going to have to come from a counter, and he's going to have to catch Khan out of position using the counter. Also, just like with Khan, he's going to have to come off first. Also, he's going to have to look for decent counter shots, look for open counter shots, find openings using the counter. Follow up the counter with other shots. Look for the straight right hand. Look for the straight left hand. Look for the right hook. Look for these specific shots. Um, and even, and I think in this specific fight, I think Zab Judah, if he wanted to, I think Zab Judah could probably find a counter shot that can completely knock Khan out. And I'm not one of those guys that's a hardcore Zab Judah fan, but I think he does have the power to knock out Amir Khan if he truly wanted to. That's just me. So I think just pretty much like I said, it's all about execution in this fight. If Zab Judah can execute, if he gets his shots off first, of course, if he's able to counter him, if he's able to counter Khan while he's out of position, because when Khan's out of position, he does tend to drop his hands. He does tend to be open when he's out of position. Then pretty much Zab Judah could win this bout if he's able to, execute that in that manner. So that's pretty much my keys for Zab Judah. For Amir Khan is taller, has a longer reach, I believe. Um, Good hand speed. Um, Pretty much what he's good at is he's good at beating the fighters to the punch. He's good at coming over the jab and keeping fighters at the end of the jab. Very good at coming over the top of the shots because he's so quick. Very good with movement. In this fight, I think that I think pretty much in this fight, Amir Khan pretty much does require a decent work rate in this fight. He requires a decent work rate and also pretty much coming over the top of Zab Judah's shots. Zab Judah does tend to leave himself open from time to time. Um, when he's throwing his shots, Amir Khan can come over those shots and counter over the shots if he truly wanted to. So I'm gonna say pretty much like with Zab Judah execution, pretty much coming over those shots, be able to land first, land before Zab is able to land. Pretty much try to pressure Zab with hand speed. That's something that Khan does very well is pressure with hand speed. Pressures at you with hand speed, throw a lot of volume punches, use a lot of movement to set up his volume punches, use angles to set him up, which is going to be a little more difficult against Zab Judah being that he's a southpaw. Look for look for a straight right, look for the straight right, and let the straight right open up little other shots for him, open up the door for other shots that he can throw, um, and also not even be too open for the counter. Don't come and it's also don't lead too much. Don't lead too much and don't throw too many shots to where Zab Judah could come in between the shots and give him that counter from hell like he gave Kaiser Mabuza. Um, I just think that Amir Khan does have the hand speed. He probably has a hand speed advantage, but he doesn't have the power advantage in this fight. I think it's all about just pretty much it's just fundamental boxing. Using the attributes that he has. He's taller. I believe he's longer. So he used to use the size to the advantage. Come over the top of Zab Judah's shots. Look for the straight right over the top. Look for that punch in the specific fight. And he could very well win if he does that. If he's able to pressure Zab Judah, he's able to continuously pressure Zab Judah for a total of 12 rounds. I think that Amir Khan can have another belt, which is the IBF belt. So who I think is going to win this fight? Hard one to call, but I'm going to go with Amir Khan in this fight. I'm going to go with Amir Khan in this fight. Um, I think I think more likely the work rate may be intimidating. The size and the work rate of Amir Khan. I'm sure he knows he didn't have the best performance in his last fight. I think he's going to come out and I think he's going to get much better. I personally think Amir Khan does tend to get better um, as fights progress. And he's not, and I'll openly admit this. I don't think he's the smartest fighter. Um, and I still think that he is going to be open to specific counters in the fight. He does tend to do dumb stuff in the ring from time to time, but I still think that Amir Khan can very well win this fight and become the new IBF light welterweight champion. So anyway, guys, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace. Say peace. Peace. Works.